Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. Today we are going to be talking all about the brand new Visible Lift Blur Foundation, Concealer, and Blush from L'Oreal. These are hot new products. A lot of people are buzzing about them because they do claim to blur your skin and give a more youthful, even, flawless complexion, which I think we all want no matter what age. You know, pores, teeny tiny fine lines, anything that can kind of dull and blur that is a good thing. I want to start out by saying that I am a huge fan of the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur as a primer or as a last minute step to kind of get rid of some of those pores. This has an SPF in here of 30, which is nice, and it just makes the skin feel really great and smooth. That's why I was so intrigued by these. Because I do like the way this guy feels, and because they both had the word blur on them, I was like, yes, these are gonna work great. We're gonna start with the foundation. I do really like this. The texture is very whipped. It almost feels like a mousse or a primer. It blends in very silky, like it feels silky on the skin and almost oily, but not quite. It doesn't dry down matte, but it's not oily or shimmery by any means. It's a very natural finish, almost dewy, and it's really nice. I have to say, being that I tried another new foundation so close to this one, the Dream Wonder Liquid from Maybelline, which I'm wearing today because I really love that one. I did a Hot or Not on it last week. I'll link that below. They have a similar consistency and feel once they're applied on the skin. However, this one is thicker and more like a mousse. The other one is a straight up liquid to powder. This does blur imperfections. I feel like it does smooth the look of pores. It does smooth the look of fine lines. It's not a full coverage foundation. It is a little bit difficult to build up because it does kind of rub off in patches if you're blending too much. So that is a drawback. If you want a light amount of coverage and you really prefer that whipped texture to a liquid, this would be a great option. There's really nothing bad about it. It does what it says it does. It does blur the skin. It does cover the skin, even things out. It does have an SPF of 18 in here, and it's pretty good. I'm the shade Natural Buff. These do run a little bit light, so keep that in mind as well. And I believe this was $12.99, so it's kind of up there in price. All three of these are. I got them on sale at Ulta, so just kind of wait for a sale if you are concerned about the price. I also got a blush. Now, let me put the disclaimer out there that I am personally not the biggest fan of cream blushes anyway. I love powder blushes, so I kind of don't even know why I tried this other than to see if the consistency and blendability was good so that I could review it for you guys. This is not my first choice for blush. There's something really strange about it being a whipped texture. It's the same texture as the foundation. It has that light, airy, whipped feel to it. And when you blend it in the skin, even though it emulsifies and blends in really quickly, it almost looks a little uneven to my eyes. I'm not the biggest fan. I have heard from other people that they really like it, so I think this one is going to be mainly a personal preference type of a thing. As far as seeing any blurring effect, I don't know that I saw that. Like, my foundation already kind of blurred my pores, so I don't know that this is really going to fill them in and blur things out as well, but this shade is Soft Peach. The bottle looks pink. That's the other thing that kind of threw me off. Last but not least, let's talk about the concealer. You get a ton of product in here. I have to say, like, nice job, L'Oreal. You get a ton of product, and a little bit goes a long way. I would consider this more of a highlighting concealer, you know, and it will blur out those fine lines around your eyes, which is really great. It's not going to completely cancel out dark circles, so if you have dark right in here, you may want to take a salmon tone concealer and color correct, or use something a little more opaque and heavy, really in those dark parts of the under eye. However, for concealing on the face or around the eye and highlighting, this is really great. I do really like the concealer. I don't know that I would reach for it every day, but I definitely am going to continue using this guy. All right, all in all, the Lift line has a ton of pros and cons. It's kind of down the middle for me. I really like the foundation. I can't find too much wrong with it other than I prefer the liquidy consistency of the Maybelline one, which is a very similar finish, so I probably will be using that more, but yeah, I already said what I needed to say about the foundation. It's good. The blush didn't blend that well on me, and the concealer is great. It's just not that intense in coverage for really dark areas. So I would say it's like an 85% hot. It's not totally scorching hot where I'm saying run to the store and buy it right now. But if you are intrigued, definitely give these a try. They are not bad products and they do what they say they do for the most part. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Hot or Not. Let me know in the comments, as always, what you would like to see in an upcoming Hot or Not, because there are always more products for me to put to the test. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Mwah.